the toys. Swing, super kick, man. Available now wherever dummies buy the toys. Swing, super kick, man.
Available now where dummies buy their toys. You heard it. Yep. It's the Super Karate Kickman ad. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Am I getting worked? I thought
What?
we had new sponsors, and I feel like production is working me right now. I want to see a paycheck for some of this shit.
Well, it's a retro look that they were going for this time around. But, listen, these will be flying off of the shelves for Christmas, Bradie. I'm telling you. Toys, we're going into that time of year where toys fly off the shelves. People buy them up like in crazy amounts, right? You've got also adults going to liquor stores and buying all kinds of adult types of toys. And by that, I mean like gift sets. You ever get those gift sets? It's like a little pony keg that has some matching mugs that go with it, or some stupid IPA beers that has like a Stein or something to go with it.
The Skull vodka, the fucking Dan Aykroyd vodka, when they give you like the shot glasses and like the shooter glasses in their skulls.
Yeah, I have those.
Those are cool, man.
I got rid of the vodka and I filled them with tequila.
I think my ex stole fucking most of mine, actually, now that I think about it. You motherfucker.
Well, what you're not going to be able to find on the shelves at some liquor stores, apparently, is some good old Proper 12.
Wait a second. Why did they drop the brand if they brand dropped him?
Well, apparently a bunch of bottles of Proper 12 have been pulled from the shelves, right? Because of the branding, I guess, of young Conor McGregor not matching the branding of current day.
You didn't say his name right. You didn't say. You said it twice there, and you didn't pronounce it properly.
Sorry. Let me try it again. The branding didn't match the branding of a young Conor McGregor, as opposed to this day and age. Your Honor, I will be known now as the defendant.
Well, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for a Conor McGregor. But all right, we'll go with that one.
No,
defendant.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you fill us in on what's been going on with Conor? Because I've been trying to ignore it because my heart is already broken for Nick Diaz, and now I've got to add a second little vessel exploded here.
So it's no secret to most of you, that Conor likes to imbibe. He's a bit of a partier. He's a young gentleman. I mean, just because, you got to remember, these guys are still very, very young. And Conor McGregor at a very young age got his hands on a lot of money. A lot of fame, a lot of wealth, a lot of notoriety, right? And sometimes that can go to your head. What also can go to your head, by his own admission, is maybe some party favors. And on some night, in the recent past, Conor decided to go on an all-nighter and ended up partying with a young lass who then tried to, she alleged that Conor took advantage of the situation more than he was supposed to, and the whole thing ended up in court.
Okay.
Now, not in a criminal court. Hold on, let me get this straight here first. Not in a criminal court where he was charged and taken to jail and had to figure it out that way. No, this was a civil case. This was a straight up lawsuit civil case. She didn't want justice. What she wanted was money. And we know how that kind of goes.
Okay, so I'm not gonna put any of my 2 cents on the case or what happened, but here's what happened. They got a text. They're out partying. Conor and his buddy. That's who I mean. They're out partying. Some girl, I guess, that knew people through people, said we'd come over and party with you guys. Apparently, Conor had sex with her. However that happened, I don't know. That's up for the courts to decide. And then afterwards, later on in the night, she had sex with his buddy a couple times.
Sure.
And then went home and made a complaint to her husband or boyfriend or whatever the fuck it was that this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So life's fucking weird, and I think everybody involved is probably guilty on some sort of weird front for a bunch of things. And maybe if it wasn't for that night, they were all catching up with some of the stuff that they do. Here's the thing about Conor McGregor. As much as I've tried to separate the human being from the art, which is what a lot of people try and do with Michael Jackson, and I'm gonna put these names together: Michael Jackson, Hulk Hogan, all of this shit, all of these people, even Benoit, all this stuff, where we try and separate art from the human being. And Conor, I used to look at what he did in the octagon as art. But I don't think that even matches up to what's going on anymore. And here's my reasoning why. I think this is a clone.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
This is not even actually Conor McGregor. I think the young Irish lad that we used to see that fought in there, the champ. I think that's the last time you'll ever see a real Conor. I think Conor was cloned between the Mayweather thing. I think Waylon Yutani is up to all this stuff. I think this has to do with the black goo. I think he was cloned around the same time that Biden was cloned. Same time that Obama got cloned again for like the third time. Ellen DeGeneres. Now her fourth version moved to the UK. I think this is all some Waylon Yutani stuff, and I think that Trump's going to take it down in 2025. Operation 2025 coming up. I don't know how to spin this because two of my heroes are done, so I have to make a joke out of it. We got one who's apparently a meth head, and the other one who's apparently a fucking deviant. We knew Conor was a piece of shit. It's been showing signs of it for a while. All of these Instagram videos where he's dancing with little people, dancing with John Wayne Gacy, and all these other fucking deviants around the world on his yacht, and hey, I'm the fucking man, Betty. All these coked out rants on Twitter. How anybody held on this long is fucking almost impossible. And I did. But up until this point, I don't even care if he did it or he didn't. The fact that this is the life he's living when he's got a beautiful human like Dee sitting at home who seems to be like a fucking goddamn saint sent from the Catholic Church. And he's treating this whole fucking thing like it's just a goddamn fucking playground. Like life is Disney World and he can do whatever he wants. After the bus, people were done with him. After the Khabib press conference and all that bullshit and how he handled that, they were done with him again. Then the Dustin, when he broke his leg and said, I'll fucking kill you and your wife's in my DMs, people were done with him. And I held on. But at this point, Conor, my Irish brethren, you're on your fucking own. And your liquor's always been swill. Fucking garbage.
Well.
Fuck you, Conor. Fuck you.
All right.
I'd rather hang out with Tony Khan than Conor McGregor.
Interesting.
I'll get more money.
Let me throw a couple of things at you on this, though, very quickly, just to play devil's advocate.
Please do.
Just to play devil's advocate on this.
I'll either pass or answer.
Number one, you mentioned the whole Dee Devlin thing, right? And how she's just
Is that her name? Dee Devlin?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are Catholic, correct? Is this what we're assuming?
Yes.
So it's a Catholic marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting out of that. So has she just got to the point, has she said, I'm not leaving, I'm not going anywhere? Also knowing what Conor is worth, right?
And goes deeper than that.
It's a pretty good thing to hang out there. Now that's one. I'm just saying that. Now, let's say you know about this Conor McGregor guy, and you know that he's a deviant, but he's never been caught. He's never been caught.
Apparently, he's been caught a bunch of times.
But you understand what I'm? Hold on here.
Yeah, I get you. I'm just being.
He's never been caught on this stuff.
Yeah.
How much would it take for you? How much money would it take for you to take one for the team? Could this be a case where this whole thing was a setup from her, knowing he would act like this, knowing he would party, knowing these things could happen, and knowing that she could embellish them enough to make this whole thing a case?
Well, then she's a good worker because I don't think she's so. You know what she shows? She shows signs of, and I'm not saying this to be mean.
Sure.
She shows signs of unintelligent, like not being very intelligent.
Okay.
Just ignorance.
Sure.
Yeah.
But what if she was set up to take one for the team?
I don't like. I get what you're saying, but I don't get it. Like you mean like deep rooted, like.
Hey, I'm going to
so you can alimony this fucker.
I'm going to invite this guy over to my place. We're going to party. We're going to do some drugs. I'm going to have sex with this guy. don't isolate that statement. I'm going to have sex with this person. And then when it's all said and done.
Oh my God, you just got a remix.
And then when it's all said and done, I'm going to cry wolf.
I've said some gay shit on this show, but that is the gayest so far. I love it, man. Fucking Bert. Make America Bert again.
But I'm saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to let him get rough so that there's the signs.
Girl. I thought you were talking about D. Devlin. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the girl.
Oh, that very well could have happened. Yeah.
Setting him up. Yeah. Setting him up. So how much would it take for you to take one for the team? Because I don't think $250,000 is worth it.
You know where I thought it sounded weird? No, he says a lot of weird shit. And if you saved every one of his Twitter rants, you could probably hear it. But I don't think he has an ego where he's going to admit that he tapped 3 times to Habib. And apparently that's in the court documents. That's what he said to her. He's like, you're going to tap like I did.
Oh, that's why you think it's a work? He would never admit that?
He had his ego at this point, the piece of shit would never admit it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I think
fucking topping.
I think
top in your life.
I think that the only way, and this is one of those things, and I'm not denying that Conor is a bit of a fucking idiot.
He's a fucking douche, man.
Right? He's not a good person.
No, he's a prick.
I'm not a good person. I'm not that level. Right. I'm not that level of bad person because I don't have that level of wealth. Let's face facts.
You're not that big of a dick. And I think even if you had money, you'd isolate yourself before becoming a piece of shit to everybody. It's not like you're going to go out in public every single day and be like, look at me, fuck all you. That's what he's doing on a daily basis. He's doing a look at me, fuck all you. And I've done that before. You wear big chains and jewelry and all this stuff. You go into a casino and you're looking at everybody and you're like, fuck you. I'll do what I want. I get that. But there's a time and place for those things. And sometimes people want to see that. But when it's a Sunday afternoon and you're out with your training buddies and you're having a fucking time and you're having a time, you're going to get in trouble eventually. It's going to catch up with you. Whether it was this one or this is karma for a previous one. It seems like this is the fucking life he lives. And even if it's just something like not being monogamous to your wife if you don't have an agreement, like if that's your thing, because I don't know what their agreement is. I'm not going to act like it. All I know is that this segment has gone on way too long, but Conor McGregor has dropped all of his fucking sponsors with this fucking shit. He's dropped all of his fan base that held on to him as long as I did. Fuck the kid. Move on.
He's been taken out of video games.
He's fucked up.
He's fucked up this time around. And it wasn't even, this is what I'm saying, it's not even the money, right? No. It's not even the money that he had to pay out in the civil suit or anything like that. It's all of the other stuff, all of the crumbling of the kingdom around him right now, being dumped by sponsors. But you know what? Listen, remember when Tiger Woods got dumped by Nike? Right?
Remember when Mike Tyson got thrown in jail?
Remember when Mike Tyson got thrown in jail? There's ways out of this, guys. There's ways out of this, but you have to be willing to want to get out of it. I don't know.
DMT.
I don't know.
Ayahuasca.
Well,
now he takes a week. He takes a week into the jungle, and that clone takes his ayahuasca, and they'll snap the clone. Snap the clone out of him.